FIFA 22 is around the corner now, and FIFA 21 is dead officially. We're all looking for FIFA 22 to be released as soon as possible, and it will be in the next few weeks. And the Player of the Month SBC for the Premier League will be one of the first player SBCs to be released in FIFA 22. And today we're going to be looking at the nominees that were released by the Premier League earlier and the cards they could be getting. If you do go on to enjoy, make sure to hit the like and subscribe if you're new. But yeah, let's get into this. So the first nominee is going to be Marcus Alonso. Now, he has had a very good start to the season for Chelsea. He's been scoring very good match ratings very solidly, and he's been playing very well in the left wing back position for Chelsea. On the first game of the season for Chelsea, he did get man of the match with a goal and a clean sheet, which was insane. So yeah, this is the card. I've made him an 85 rated. I think it's fair. Don't forget, it's the start of the game. They won't be giving crazy juice cards at the start, as we've seen with previous Player of the Months for Premier League. We got Pookie's Player of the Month back in FIFA 20, and we got Calvert-Lewin's one this FIFA, which was dreadful value compared to the Pookie one we got the year before. So yeah, this Marcus Alonso looks alright. Not the best, like he wouldn't have the best pace because his cards never really have that much pace, but passing, shooting, and all round he'd be a pretty good centre midfielder, to be honest, at the start. It depends the price. Links wise, he'd be very good as well, but it depends what EA would make this. I don't think he's gonna win, but yeah, it'd be a decent shout. Next nominee is Mikel Antonio, and I think this is the guy who deserves it the most out of anyone here. He did recently have a nationality change from English to Jamaican, which does limit the amount of players he can green link or link to in other leagues, but he could still link to Premier League, and Premier League is the most popular team for starter teams, so I think he'd get into a lot of people's teams, and this card would be pretty sweaty at the start. It depends what his weak foot and skills are, because I think he's currently 4-star, 3-star, which is not too bad at the start of the game. It's still usable at the start, but ideally it would be 4-star, 4-star. So yeah, this card would look very sweaty at the start, and I think it would be a popular SBC choice depending on the price of it. Next nominee is Ben Rama, his teammate, and I think this one's an alright shout as well. He's had a very good start to the season. He's the replacement for Lingard, who's been loaned back to Man United, and they haven't signed him back, which is quite surprising. But yeah, Ben Rama has filled that role very well. He's come in, and having not played much last season, no one really expected him to do this well. He's been playing very well in the cam position for West Ham, and I think if this card was to come out, it would be a decent one. I think he's 4-star, 4-star, which would be ideal for an attacker in the Prem who would link into pretty much everyone's starter teams, because I'm assuming a lot of people are going to go down the Premier League route, as we always do. And depending on the price of the SBC, if it was to come out, I think it would be quite a popular one. Next nominee was Eric Dyer. Now, he got into this because Spurs have not conceded a goal yet in all 3 of their starting games, and they've won all 3. It's painful to say as an Arsenal fan, but you've got to accept it. They're top of the league and we're bottom, and they've deservedly won all 3 games because their defense has been rock solid so far, which is quite surprising. Looking at the defense, you wouldn't think it would get clean sheets in every game, which is mad, and Eric Dyer has been a big part of that, so he's deservedly got on the nominee list. And I think if this card were to come out, I do not think he's going to win. I don't think many people are going to vote for him, except for Spurs fans. He looked like a pretty decent card if he got jacked up stats like these. Now, I'm not sure about the pace. I kind of just gave him 70 pace because that was what he needs at least to be usable at the start. Like, no one's going to want to do this card if he has like 60 something pace as a centre back. But he looks like an all-round pretty good card. Like, he can shoot, he can defend really well, and he would have very high physicals, but I still don't think he's going to win the vote. Next nominee is Damari Gray. Now, this guy's been insane at the start of the season. I really rate him as a player because he's literally come from being sold by Leicester to Bayern Leverkusen, and he's now been let go for like less than 2 million, which is one of the dumbest decisions by them ever, because like, how is this guy under 2 million? Like, that is such a bargain for the player Everton have got. He's been insane at the start of the season, scoring a lot of goals, and I think he's going to continue on this form. Now, that's why he's in the Player of the Month votes. Now, if he was to win, I think the card would be pretty sweaty as a starter card. He'd have 90 pace. He'd probably have not great shooting, but very decent for a starter team. And I think he'd be a quite popular choice if he was good price. I don't think he's going to win. I think Mikel Antonio or Greenwood will win, but he's still a good shout to vote for. And the final player in the vote is Greenwood, as I said before. Now, this card will probably be the best card on the list if he was to win. It's such a close call between Mikel Antonio and Greenwood. I have a feeling either one could win, to be honest. Even though I personally think Mikel Antonio deserves it more, I think the Man United fan base are all going to vote for Greenwood, and that maybe will make him win the vote. And if he does, this card will be insane. I think he'll get a striker card because he's played there for 2 out of the 3 games, I think. And he'd have a 5-star weak foot as well, which is crucial for the start of the game. It would be insane if he got this card. 4-star, 5-star, insane pace, very high shooting and dribbling, and decent physicals as well. This would be the most popular card on the list, and if he wins, if it's a good price, I think everyone will be completing this SBC. As I said before, I think Mikel Antonio deserves it the most, but I'm not sure who's going to win between him and Greenwood. Personally, I think Greenwood would be the better card, but that would make him way more expensive. And especially as Mikel Antonio is no longer English, that would make his SBC way cheaper than Greenwood's and ultimately probably the better value one. But let me know down below who you want to win. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more FIFA 22 content. I cannot wait to be consistent with the FIFA 22 content. There's a lot coming, and we're going to grind all the way to the 1,000 subs mark and beyond. So thank you guys for the support. Keep subbing, keep liking, keep sharing the channel around, because more content is going to be coming very consistently. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video.